back to another vlog. It is currently a little after 11:50, so it might as well be afternoon. But anyway, I just got Leggy down for his nap, and right now I have a couple jars, like little teeny spice jars, boiling on the stove because I really want to propagate some plants today. I just boil the jars in a ton of water and just a little bit of dish soap because that helps get all the labels off and it gets all the sticky, gross residue. I can already kind of see some of the gunk floating in the water, so that's a really good sign that some of the adhesive glue stuff is coming off. And it's tinted that gross color because I never washed out these spice jars, so there was just leftover paprika and cumin and all sorts of stuff in there. While those jars soak for a little while, we decided to go to Meijer first, and that's what you just saw with Ledger and the fishies. Now we just got to Trader Joe's, and now we're just gonna pick up a couple things that we need for the week. Good morning. Pardon my appearance. I just woke up a little while ago. So yesterday, I think the last thing you saw was when we were at Trader Joe's, and we just came home and put everything away, made dinner. Ledger was feeling pretty clingy last night, so I didn't record anything else. He just needed his mama a little bit. I think he's going through some sort of growth spurt or teething or something, so he just needs some extra loving. So right now I'm about to start breakfast. I'm gonna do pancakes and turkey bacon for us this morning. Lately I've been really making sure to have a pre-breakfast drink because we don't get to eat breakfast until about an hour and a half after we wake up. So what I usually do, or what I've been doing, is this pink drink, which is basically about a cup of coconut milk, a half of a squeezed lemon, about a quarter teaspoon of salt, 2 scoops of, what is it called? Oh, the Great Lakes collagen. And then I think that's it. Yeah, pretty sure that's it. So yeah, it just helps to get a little bit of sugar and protein into your system before breakfast, so you're not just running on fumes in the morning. So what I do for the pancakes is I use a ratio of 2 eggs to 1 banana, and I'm doubling the recipe for me and Ledger. This is the end product. I don't really put anything on the pancakes. I feel like they're just fine by themselves. And the bacon is super crispy, just how we like it. And I'm about to go destroy this in about 3 seconds. We finished eating breakfast and now we're out playing in the snow. Ledger's just snapping around happily. Say hi.
Hi.
Here's the snowmen we made a couple weeks ago, and they are definitely much smaller since the sun has been out and melting them. And their carrot noses have also gone missing. It has been so dang cold these last couple of weeks, so it's a little bit warmer today, and it feels so good to have the sun shining. We try to go for walks pretty much every morning, but like I said, it's been insanely cold, so we've been missing out. But today we'll probably walk around a little bit, just around the neighborhood. And it depends on the day, but sometimes Leggy likes to use the stroller. Sometimes he likes to just run amok. So we came back in and I literally just spent over an hour trying to get Ledger down for his nap. It did not work. He is wide awake. Yeah, you're wide awake. Which can be really frustrating sometimes, but I'm just gonna take it as a sign from the universe that I was not supposed to work out today or have that time to myself, I guess. Having a toddler who doesn't want a nap is definitely a test of, or definitely a lesson in patience. So we're practicing patience today, and that's all we can really do. Yeah, you think so? So we're in the car right now, and we just pulled up to Pet World. I figured it would be nice to just kind of get out of the house for a little bit. Even though it's a little bit chilly, I wanted to go somewhere, even if it wasn't outside. So I figured that Ledger would really enjoy the pet store. I know they have reptiles and rodents, and I think fish. I don't know which one this one has. I've only been to the one in Milwaukee, but you can only assume they're pretty similar. So Ledger is really excited to see the lizards, which he thinks are goras, which are dinosaurs. And his uncle Steven has a lizard named Blaze, so he really enjoys them. Made it out of Pet World, and I didn't record much because Leggy was flying. But we got a couple things. We never get the cat's toys anymore, and of course Ledger was drawn to them. So I was like, you know what? They need some toys. They really need some new ones so they're not playing with Ledger's random stuff all the time. So we got one with catnip inside with like the fur. They love to groom. They'll even groom our hair. So I thought that would be a cute little one. Then I got a restuffable little hummingbird. I love hummingbirds. They're my favorites. But it goes with catnip, and you can use the stuff that they provide as well as refill it with whatever you have. And then I got some little tennis balls with little jinglers, little bells or something inside. They love these. I remember when Milo, our youngest cat, was a baby, and when we adopted him from the Humane Society, we also bought a few random these tiny little pillowy jingle toys that they had, and he loved them, was obsessed for years, and I think we lost them in our several moves, but I think these will be a nice little substitute. It's a few days later, and I just finished working out. I do the Sculpt You, which is Katrina from @CollegeCleanEating on Instagram. That's her app. And I do the at-home version, and it's really helpful. So I highly recommend to anyone looking for some sort of workout program, especially if you want to work out at home. It's just nice to have that programming off your plate so you can just do the workout and be done with it. It's been a pretty rainy day. Actually, it's like raining and snowing at the same time right now. But this morning we didn't do a whole lot. We just stayed inside. Ended up making some strawberry rhubarb crumble, and Ledger loves to bake with me, so it was just a really fun little bonding experience, and we get something good out of it. He always has trouble though with not being able to eat it immediately after making it, because obviously we have to bake it and let it cool, and he had a little bit of a meltdown, but we just reassured him that he would get some after his nap, and now he's napping, and hopefully he'll feel a lot better once he sleeps and gets his crumble. It's been a few days and I don't really remember where I left off, but right now we're on our way to the Betty Bryn Children's Museum in Milwaukee. We're picking up Eric's mom and then meeting my mom there, and we're about to burn up all of Ledger's energy. Okay, so now it's another couple days later, and I'm finally going to propagate some of my plants. I've been wanting to for like the entire past week, but for some reason the labels were taking forever to come off of some of the jars, so I just kind of like did a little bit each day and then never got to the actual propagation. But today we're gonna actually get that done, and I'm super excited to have so many more plant babies. So I'm gonna cut a couple cuttings off of this one, which I believe that's either my heart-shaped philodendron or my pothos, and then there's mixed with a neon pothos. I'm not really sure, but either way, it's one of the easier to grow plants. And I'm definitely gonna take some cuttings off of this one too. Again, philodendron, pothos, I have no idea, but it's one of the two. Here's another one in the kitchen that I'm gonna cut off of. I believe this is a pothos. Oh, well, I just pulled this off by accident, so that's a great propagation. And then I'm also going to propagate one of my snake plants, but Ledger is sleeping in the room that they're all in right now, so I will just show you that while I'm doing it. So I got all my cutie little cuttings, and I already filled all of the little propagation vessels up with some water. And little Ledgy is gonna come help. What are we doing?
Propagate plant.
Propagate plants, that's right. So something that you want to make sure you do with a lot of these is make sure that you're cutting below the node. And the node is just this little part that kind of protrudes from the stem. So there's going to be several different nodes all throughout, so just make sure whenever you are cutting, you cut below one of them. And then another important tip is with snake plants. You want to make sure you keep them, I guess, the same way that they were growing. So if this was coming out of the soil like this, you want to make sure this part is at the very bottom of the water. This is the part that sticks in the water. Same thing as if you are using, see, I used the same leaf from a snake plant to cut these two. This part was the bottom, and this is obviously the middle where I cut this one. So both of these are going to go in or not horizontally, vertically like this. Oh, other way, other way. And this is the final product. I always think propagated plants look so pretty, especially when the sun is shining into the water and everything is just like beaming and looking really luscious. I'm so excited to see all these sweet little plant babies start to root and grow new leaves. It's always a really fun time just to see all of them start to flourish and grow. But I think that's where I'm going to end the video, so I will keep you updated on the rooting of these sweetie pies. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!